Good morning, my dear students. Myself, Kishore Kumar Sinha, your computer teacher. This is my first video after class test 2. In this video, you will know the details about email. This is the part of internet. So my first topic is advantage of email. Now before that you must have to know what is email. Here you can see on your screen, email is widely used internet based communication system. It means that if you are availing the email facility, then you must need the internet connection. Otherwise you cannot be able to send and receive messages. Now the next part you can see, it is used for sending and receiving messages from one computer to another through internet. As already I discussed that we are using email for sending and receiving messages. Now what are the advantages of email? Now you can see on your screen, first part is cost. Once we are online, there is no further expense as many web-based email services are provided free of cost. That means once you have entered in your email account, and if you are composing a message and sending it, you will be not charged by your email service provider. It's totally free, my dear. Only you have to pay the tariff charge. Understood? Whatever the plan you have, only for that you have to pay it. Like I am using internet and I have my Jio connection. It means I am taking the Jio service. For that, if I am availing the internet services, then I have to go for my plan. And whatever my plan is, if it is 1.5 GB plan, then from that plan, yes, my MBs will be deducted. Next one is speed. It reaches its destination in few seconds. That means if I am sending the mail, yes, as I click on send button, my mail will be delivered, yes, to the recipient within a few seconds. Next, easy to use. Listen, once we have opened an account, my dear, we can send and receive mail in simple way. There is no any tools required for getting and sending the mail. It's very simple. I will explain you how you can open an account and after that how you can send it. Next one, it saves paper. It saves paper. How? Because it reduces the damage to the environment. Otherwise, what we have to do, we have to write a letter, yes, and this letter has to be dropped in letter box and then it will be delivered, but it is time taking. And here we are directly writing the mail in digital format and we are sending also in a digital format. There is no need of pen, paper here. Now, next one, the parts of email address. Now you must have your email account like raju@gmail.com. So here it is, your email address is divided in three parts. What are the three parts? You can see on the screen. First part is the username. Like just now I have said raju@gmail.com. Raju is what? The username. And between Raju and domain name you have @ sign. Some of the students, they read this one as at the rate. No, it is at. And the last one is the domain name, like where you have made it. Yes, at Gmail, then it should be raju at gmail.com. This is the domain name. Now, what is a username? You can see the first part of an email address is the username, which identifies personally on the mail server that we use it. Actually, we are using the mail server, understood, for creating an account. Like if I am having the Gmail account, then I will use the Gmail server, understood. And whichever the account that is created in the Gmail, that account must be unique. If raju at gmail.com, if I have used and that is existing in the mail server, then again this mail account cannot be created. It's unique. If anyone has to create, then he must or she must use raju1 at gmail.com. Next one is symbol. I already said at. Yes, it connects the username of an email address to the mail server. Now, the last part, that is domain name. Now, the domain name is an email address appears after the at symbol and identifies the internet domain that handles our email. Whoever is the service provider, if I am making an account in Yahoo and my username is Raju, then it should be raju at yahoo.com. Yahoo.com is the server, mail server. Now, next part, that is how to create an account. You see, my dear, how you can be able to create your account. First of all, I am going to explain how to create an account in Gmail. So first of all, you have to write gmail.com. Now, as account is already created, so I have to sign out from this account. Now, here you can see create account. You have to click on create account. Don't go for sign in because you are not having your account in Gmail. So you click on create account. For whom? For business purpose or for yourself. Now here I have to write the name. You can use small capital, it doesn't matter, my dear. I am using Kishore Singh 2023. Now you can see I have not given at gmail.com. Itself it is added because I am using which server? Gmail server. Now password. Password should not be disclosed, my dear. I have used the password. You have to confirm the password. Some of the students, they just copy the password and paste it in the confirm. No, my dear. You have to use the keyboard and then click on next. Now it's asking the phone number. So I have to give the phone number. I am using the phone number. Now you want that if suppose my account password is forgotten by me and I cannot remember, at that time to recover your password you have to use the alternate email ID. So I am using the alternate email ID, but this should be existing one. Now you have to give date of birth, you can give it. Suppose I have given this one. Now what is the gender? You have to click and then next. Now verify your mobile number. Yes, when I will click on send one, what will happen? An OTP will come to my mobile number. Just I am clicking on send. Now here I have to verify it. It will come. Now I got my OTP 715321 and click on verify. Now you can skip it. Later on you will do all these things and click on terms and condition and then I agree. Now my account already created. Just you see, it will show it. Now you can see my account has already been created. You can see here Kishore Singh 2023@gmail.com. Now next part that I am going to discuss, as already I have entered in my account, how I can compose a mail. You click on compose box and to whom you want to give it, you must have to include that email ID. I want to send it to this mail, Kishore Singh 2014@gmail.com. What's the subject that you have to write? Related to online class. This is my subject, but subject should be small. Understood? You don't write your big sentence. This is small, only small sentence you can use it. It can be up to 6 or 7 words, because as once my mail will be delivered, the person who will see my mail should have the subject, but it should be in a single line. That's why I am suggesting you don't write a big subject in your compose box. Now here you can write your information. Dear students, we are going to have online class on 4th August. Suppose. Like this, and now when I will click on send button, this mail will be delivered to Kishore Singh 2014. But here you have some more part, my dear. CC and BCC, you have to know the difference. CC is carbon copy, BCC is blind carbon copy. Suppose I want to send this mail to 5 students, then I must use CC, and here all 5 students mail ID I have to fill here. But each and every student will know that this mail has been delivered to whom, but I don't want to disclose it. It should be invisible. Then in that case, instead of CC, you have to go for BCC, blind carbon copy, and write all 5 students email ID. What will happen? As I will click on send button, what will happen? It will be sent to all 5 students, but no one will know that sir has sent this mail to whom. Clear? Now you have attachment. Click on attach file. Which the file you want to attach with this mail, that you can select it. Wherever it is in your PC, that location you have to search. Suppose just now I want to share this file, class 10 class test 2. Click on open. You can see this file already been attached. You can see it. It is showing here also the status. And then finally click on send button. It is showing message sent, message sent, message sent. You can see at the bottom left, message sent. It means the message already been sent. But sometime instead of this, it will show one more mail. Yes, in your inbox, that delivery status failure. It shows that the email ID that you have filled in that is wrong. Now you have to know about the inbox. Inbox, you know it. Incoming mails will be stored in inbox. Understood? Main part I am going to explain. Send, if you want to know the status to whom I have sent the mail, you can click on send. Just now it will show the status. You can see the status. Just now I have sent one mail. It is showing there. Now you have some more. You see here. Here you have spam. Spam means what? Junk mails. The bulk mails will be stored in the spam folder. But listen, my dear. Sometime the mail that we have sent, it will not go to inbox. Instead of inbox, it can go to the spam folder. So you have to check spam also. And the last one, that is trash. Trash is what? Deleted mails. Whichever the mails that you will delete it, that will be stored in the trash one. Clear? Now I am going to discuss the other two topics also. Here you can see reply and forward. What is reply? If suppose the mail has been sent yes to Kishore in 2014. Now he wants yes to reply. Then in that case he will go for reply button. Once he will click on reply, only he has to compose a mail. You see, he has to write the mail. Already in two box it is showing Kishore in 2014. Understood? So, and what is the use of Now, what is the use of forward? Suppose any video that has come to me and that video I have to share to other students. Then in that case, I will use forward. You see, what is the difference? In reply, we are not writing the recipient email address. Understood? Only we write the message. But in forward, we are only giving the recipient email ID. Matter will be same. If video, then video I can share with multiple persons using the CC or BCC option. I hope this all topic which I discussed just now, it is clear to you. Thank you, my dear.